as an individual person, you will know, you can come to that conclusion when you're no longer hearing any reports anywhere about anybody being mistreated based on color, and about anybody that's a non-white person under the system of white supremacy, by the way, and any non-white person not getting, or rather, yes, not getting the constructive help that he or she needs. In other words, racism has been replaced with justice. Justice means no person being mistreated, and the person that needs help the most getting the most constructive help in every area of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. And as long as you're hearing far or near, directly, indirectly, about somebody, somewhere, being mistreated based on color, then you assume white supremacy is still in operation. All right? That's because racism is white supremacy. White supremacy is racism. It's no other form of racism anyway. So any non-white person being mistreated on the basis of color, if you hear about that, you can pretty well assume white supremacy, racism is alive and well, and act accordingly. That's just one person anywhere on the planet. Now that's a pretty stiff order, but it should be, because it shouldn't exist. None of it should exist. None of it should have ever been started. So the people who are still doing it, the people who started it, I mean, that's the criteria that they set for themselves. They shouldn't have started it. They shouldn't have ever even thought up anything like that. And so therefore, the criteria, well, anybody announcing that it's ended, should be pretty high, pretty strict, right down to the wire. No guesswork. As long as you hear a report, just a report, that is still going on, you make the assumption and act accordingly. This war has not ended, period. It's continuous. Now somebody might say, oh, well, you're talking about, with all the people on the planet, no non-white person is being mistreated based on color? I mean, you know, and then say that the entire war is not over? The answer, yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm talking about a complete wipeout of racism. Not one little figment, one little blade of grass of it left anywhere. And if there's any whisper of a report, just a rumor of a report, you can assume this war is still going on. They shouldn't have started it if they didn't want that kind of criteria put on them, because it should be put on them. They started a big mess that has just messed up everything on this planet. Everything is all messed up when it comes to interaction between people. You can't name an area of activity that isn't completely a mess. Economics, education, racism has messed it all up. Sex, religion, it's all messed up because of racism. None of it is the way it ought to be. No area of activity, nowhere on the planet. Why? Because of just one thing primarily, racism in the form of white supremacy. Now that's either true or false.